I was at work. I was with my boss. As we were walking, I was having trouble catching my breath. I was in pain, and I thought that I was having a shoulder issue.
I am a big walker, but I don't like to walk in the country, so I walk at the Big Y. This one particular day, I just felt a little weird.
The pain was going from the back of my shoulder, and now was kind of coming across, the top of my shoulder. The nurse said to me, well, we're gonna do an EKG. And I said, okay, I'm like, if that will make you feel better, we'll do the EKG.
Very casually, while we were watching TV, said to my husband, Jeff, I feel a little strange shortness of breath. It's probably my asthma. And he said, let's go to the hospital. I said, oh, this is really silly.
She completed the EKG, and she said, I don't want you to panic, but I'm not sure if you've had a heart attack, if you're having a heart attack, or you're about to have a heart attack.
My doctor calls me on the phone, and she said, now listen, you have two major arteries that are over 90% clogged.
I kind of shut down emotionally. She calmed me. She did an amazing job. And then at that point, the doctors came in and they transported me to Fairview. And once I was there, the amazing team at Fairview came in and took care of me. And that's where I met Dr. Cooper.
He's a perfect example of someone who was very busy in life with, a full-time job and 2 young children. And in his youth, was struck with the cardiovascular event, sent to Bay State, had bypass surgery, came back, went through the cardiac rehab program. Cardiac rehab helped him, get control of his health.
Well, of course, Jeff came that night because I stayed overnight. And as a loving husband, he brought me this wonderful Danish coffee. It was the last one I've ever had.
She went on a cardiac diet, and I followed suit. I went on it with her, exactly the same. I love the Fairview cardiac program.
Cardiology at Fairview has evolved over the last 10 years. We found that we could provide a lot of services here at Fairview, and people don't have to go other places. We're able to provide nuclear stress testing, echocardiography, stress echocardiography. A lot of patients we manage here with the help of excellent hospitalists.
I'm in the excellent hospitalist
Yes.
group, and one of the strengths, I think, of the hospitalists and the emergency room physicians and our cardiologists is that they recognize when patients need more than can be offered here.
We have full capabilities up at Berkshire Medical Center.
And now we have Dr. Menendez, who's an electrophysiology specialist and consultant.
Electrophysiology is a subspecialty of cardiology, whether it's a pacemaker or whether it's a defibrillator that helps in patients who have significant congestive heart failure. We've brought all this to the Berkshires. It existed partially, but nowhere to how we've been doing over the last 3 years.
Hello, my name is Karen Flynn. I've been a nurse at Fairview Hospital for over 38 years.
Karen was an interesting patient. She'd had a history of syncope, which is a medical term for passing out, for years. We implanted this monitor. It gives us an EKG, and what we caught was an episode that her heart had stopped for 10 seconds. It is a life-saving device.
I trust this place with my life, and you can too.
So cardiac rehabilitation, I think, is the most important thing we do.
Elise is a magnificent woman, giving, outgoing.
That really impressed me, was that she found a way to make changes that she thought she might not be able to make.
In my head, I want to lose weight, I want to get healthier, I want to get stronger, I want to be better than I have ever been.
Never missed a class.
There is something about having the nurses around, being monitored as I was exercising, knowing that if anything happened, there would be somebody there. I felt I'd gotten a second chance at life.
And she's a true inspiration.
When I first met Bill Smith, he was an amazing younger gentleman, very motivated, really was looking to make changes in his life so that he would never have to be put in this position again.
So I came home. I didn't know how to deal with anything. I didn't know, can I pick up my kids? Can I pet my dog? You know, I really had to learn how to heal.
Bill just has this really great attitude, and he just was really focused on moving forward. He had his own goals.
I walked in and I had Ellen, Katie, and Paulette there, and they made me feel so welcomed.
Him becoming a father right at that same time with his two beautiful twins.
They were 2, so they didn't really understand. They only understood that I had a boo-boo. That's all that they understood. Like when they saw me, they said, "Dada, boo-boo."
And as soon as he started to see all the things that he could do, it was like he wanted to do more, and he did do more.
I made a goal to myself that I was going to get clearance, and I was going to start training to do an obstacle race that happens here in Southwick, the Rugged Maniac.
We are signed up to do this
Yeah,
with
we're
him.
actually team members.
On my 6th month, I went and Dr. Cooper, and I told her what my goal was, and she gave me clearance and said I could start training for it.
Good power.
He just kept moving forward. He was amazing.
And then on September 25th of this year, we run the race.
Being part of cardiac rehab is amazing. It's really so rewarding to see patients come in scared, frightened, ill, and to have them leave and know that they have the tools in hand to move forward and to keep themselves healthy for the future.
We love you, Fairview. You've gotta have heart.